The Daily Beast had this really interesting article about an admirer of James Holmes. Now, James Holmes, of course, is the Aurora, Colorado shooter, and this 30-year-old by the name of Misty Benjamin was interviewed by the Daily Beast, and she basically kind of makes excuses for him and basically says that he's not a bad guy. He's actually a good guy. In fact, we're not emphasizing his intelligence enough. So, let me read you a few of her quotes.
I'm going to be judgmental, just a little pre-warning.
Yes. So she says, even after everything I heard, I can still say I can still support this human being. He is not an animal. I don't think he's a bad guy. What he did was bad.
Wrong again, Misty. No. You see, you become a bad guy when you do bad things like murder a great number of people. So there are some mistakes you can't recover from. Okay, and we have no indication he even believes it was a mistake. So, no, this is just nonsense. She's just seeking attention. She, there's something deeply wrong in her life, and she's going to get, and she thinks this guy, we've seen this phenomenon before. This guy's in prison.
Right.
He has to give me attention because I'm the only one who's mental enough to try to show him love. It's really sad.
Yeah, I agree it's sad. The reason why I don't want to be too judgmental is because obviously she is disturbed. Something is terribly wrong in her life, and we don't know what it is.
There's some interesting things about what she says. I mean, I agree with you totally, and we've seen them. It's a tough situation. Like, you feel bad for her. We've seen this before. It's a weird phenomenon that we get, that men in prison get this attention from women. Mm-hmm. It's a weird.
It's literally a captive audience.
Yeah, I never thought about it that way. It's a really interesting point. But when she says things like, he's not a bad guy, what he did was bad. I mean, I tend to agree with you. You can't. I don't know. I don't think it doesn't matter. I don't know whether he's a good guy or a bad guy, or whether this was one complete sort of, disassociative mental break. It's possible. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at all.
Doesn't matter. I mean, it matters as far as we treat him going forward. It's okay with me if he has mental health counseling while he's in prison. As long as he never gets out, I don't care.
The one part I agree with is you don't have to treat him like an animal.
Right,
you treat him as
as
a human being who committed a crime and will have to serve a life sentence, in maximum security prison. And that's it.
Right, without the possibility of parole. I don't even care about maximum security prison. I mean, I assume, whatever. What that means to me is that he can't get out. Doesn't mean you treat him like a dick.
Right.
Yeah, there's no escaping,
Yeah. No, we have to be decent human beings.
Right.
His inhumanity should not make us inhumane. But at the same time, he's nobody to be celebrated here. Look, it's one thing to say, this guy cheated on his wife, but he did a bad thing, but he might not be a bad guy. Same thing, he cheated on a husband, etc. Right?
This guy killed 12 people.
This guy killed 12 people. That's what makes you a bad guy.
You embezzled money from a company. There are mistakes people made that you can recover from.
This is not one of them.
This is not one of them.
Yeah, she continues to say, when they showed photos of him, everything I saw were cries for help. He wanted someone to stop him. He knows he is in trouble. He stands and sits when he's told. There is a childlike quality to him. When I get upset, I look at his picture and I calm down.
Yeah, there's something really, really wrong with Misty. And look, I feel bad for her. She hasn't done any harm to anybody else, and obviously she's trying to look for attention in all the wrong ways. I mean, look at the worst excuse I've ever seen for a person. He sits down when somebody tells him to sit down. Oh, well, then he must be a great guy. That's what you went to for trying to explain why he's a good guy?
Rookie does that.
Yeah, exactly. Rookie's Ben's dog, okay? And Rookie didn't kill 12 people. Mm-hmm. And here's, people... Oh, he's just trying to look for some help. Well, he should have gone to counseling, okay?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, he was trying to be stopped. But then how about he stopped himself?
Well, but I don't even care about that stuff. I don't know, maybe he was trying to, go to counseling, whatever. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't, he did it. We have a very particular system. He did it, we caught him, we got to make sure he doesn't get out, can't do it again.
Yeah, I just have, maybe I'm a bad guy, but I'm going to go over the top. I have no interest in his feelings.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn what his problem was. I care about those people. God, my God, if you were at that movie theater, your loved one was at that movie theater, they went to a movie, they get shot and killed by this guy, and now some person's making excuses, oh, he sits down every once in a while when somebody tells him to sit down. I don't give a damn.
What's amazing is there are groups of people that have come together in support of him. In fact, Misty Benjamin created a Facebook page, and 16 people have liked it. I mean, 16 people is not a lot, but still, to know that there are 16 people out there that are supportive of this dude.
I don't know. The 15 of those might be trolls, right? Like, they might think that it's funny to support it's the internet, right? But her, she seems genuine about it.
Yeah.
And by the way, this is a cry for help from her, and she should get counseling.